English to the next level? Let's get into it. Easier said than done. This means not as easy as it appears to be. This idiom, when used in a business English context, is used to acknowledge that while an idea or task seems simple, executing it and being successful in implementing that idea is not as easy as you would think. For example, implementing this strategy is going to be easier said than done. Expanding into international markets is easier said than done. Now let's see this phrase in context.
That was easier said than done.
That's easier said than done.
Man, that's easier said than done.
The next one is every cloud has a silver lining, and it means you can find good in every situation. You can use this idiom in business English to offer encouragement, suggesting that even negative situations can have a positive outcome. For example, losing the contract was tough, but every cloud has its silver lining. Remember, every cloud has a silver lining. This setback could lead to better opportunity. Now let's see this phrase in context.
Oh, well, I suppose it's nice to know that every cloud has a silver lining.
Every cloud has a silver lining, Mrs. Richards! Mrs. Richards!
Every cloud has a silver lining, that's for sure.
The next one is finding a needle in a haystack. This means that something is virtually impossible to find. And in a business English context, it describes a task that is extremely difficult or impossible to complete, often in relation to finding something. For example, locating the file in this outdated system is going to be like finding a needle in a haystack. Recruiting the perfect candidate for the role is like finding a needle in a haystack.
Finding Christic will be like finding a needle in a haystack.
Finding a needle in a haystack isn't hard when every straw is computerized.
Without a beacon, it's like finding a needle in a haystack.
The next one is fish out of water, and it means to be out of place. In a business English context, it is used to describe someone who feels uncomfortable or unprepared in a particular situation, often in a new role or environment. For example, he felt like a fish out of water in his role as a new manager. The engineer seemed like a fish out of water during the marketing meeting.
You sure are a fish out of water down here.
A pirate in love is like a fish out of water.
Be like a fish out of water!
To get something off your chest. This means to talk about something that has been bothering you for a while, or to admit something that you've done wrong in the past. This idiom is often used in the workplace, during discussions, to encourage open communication and sharing of concerns. For example, I need to get something off my chest about how the project is being managed. During the meeting, she finally got something off her chest about her concerns with the new policy.
You want to get something off your chest?
Clearly you need to get something off your chest.
Is this some sort of apology, or you need to get something off your chest?
And the next one is to give it a whirl. This means to try something. And in a business English context, it is used to encourage someone to attempt a new task or project. For example, let's give it a whirl and see how the strategy works. She was hesitant at first, but then she decided to give the new software a whirl.
Why don't you give it a whirl? And if you
All right, let's give it a whirl.
Well, thanks. I'll give it a whirl.
Now, if you're someone who wants to accelerate the English progress faster and wants my personalized help in achieving your goals in learning English, then consider applying for my advanced English coaching program that is designed to help you go from super frustrated and stuck to super confident and fluent in English, so you can take advantage of all the opportunities that English provides. The philosophy of the program is all about teaching you the most effective possible way to learn a language and give you my guidance and accountability towards achieving your goal. So if that's something you are interested in, please click the link in the description or first pinned comments to get a free consultation call to see how I can help you. Now with that out of the way, let's get back to the video. To go down in flames. This means to fail suddenly and spectacularly, often in front of a group of people. In a business English context, this idiom is often used to describe a project or initiative that fails dramatically. For example, the product launch went down in flames. His attempts to negotiate a deal went down in flames when he offended the client. Now let's see this word in context.
Oh, Vinny, I'm watching you go down in flames and you're bringing me with you and I can't do anything about it.
I was looking forward to watching you go down in flames, maybe even behind bars.
If we stand by, we're gonna watch all of them go down in flames!
To go the extra mile. This means to make an extra effort, and in a business English context, this idiom is used to describe going on what is usually required to achieve better results. For example, our customer service team always goes the extra mile to ensure client satisfaction. To secure the deal, we need to go the extra mile and offer additional support. Now let's see this phrase in context.
We're looking for like a self-starter, someone who can meet deadlines and just pretty much just go the extra mile, I guess.
You don't have to go the extra mile. Look, newbie, there's a reason that I can't go the extra mile with patience.
The next one is hang in there. This phrase means to be patient or to wait it out. In a business English context, it is used to offer encouragement during difficult times or to suggest persevering through those difficult times. For example, I know the project is challenging, but hang in there, we're almost done. Hang on in there, the market will improve soon.
So you almost made it, huh, Oz?
I'd just say that we had a great night together.
You hang in there, buddy.
I think you should hang in there, all right?
Hang in there, fellas. Better times ahead.
In the fast lane. This means a life filled with excitement, and in a British English context, it is used to describe someone who is taking on a lot of responsibility or living in a high-pressured, high-reward lifestyle in their career. For example, since his promotion, John has been living in the fast lane, managing multiple high-profile products and buying expensive clothes. Since her career took off, she's been living in the fast lane. Now let's see this phrase in context.
As new boss, I say we tell these Kansas City schwanzers to go to hell in the fast lane.
Your head was in the fast lane on your big salary.
Living a life in the fast lane.
Next one is in the nick of time. This means almost too late. And in a business English context, this idiom is used to describe completing a task just before a deadline or avoiding a problem at the last moment. For example, we submitted the proposal in the nick of time. The deal was closed in the nick of time before the market shifted.
Just in the nick of time, huh?
We stopped you in the nick of time from playing Peer Gynt.
Well, we testified that the Germans had us pinned down, and Wilkins comes in the nick of time and saves the whole show.
To let the cat out of the bag. This one means to tell a secret, and in a business English context, it is used when somebody has accidentally revealed confidential information. For example, he let the cat out of the bag about the merger during the business call. Try not to let the cat out of the bag about our product launch.
You know, let the cat out of the bag.
I don't know how I let the cat out of the bag.
Oh no, she's just covering up because I let the cat out of the bag.
The next one is let the chips fall where they may. This one means to let something happen, no matter how good or bad it will be. And in a business English context, this idiom is used to describe a situation where someone accepts whatever the outcome will be without trying to control it. For example, I'm going to present my ideas to the board and let the chips fall where they may be. After submitting the bid, we'll let the chips fall where they may be.
He would say to us, let the chips fall where they may.
Reveal everything there is to know about yourself and let the chips fall where they may.
Just let the chips fall where they may.
If you found these tips helpful and want my help in improving your English, then consider applying for my online English coaching program. If you want more accountability and feedback that you need in order to achieve a high level of English, then click the link in the description and book a free consultation call to see how I can help you go from limited and frustrated to super confident and fluent, so you can take advantage of all the amazing opportunities that English provides. If you have a busy schedule, if that's someone like you, then watch this video here where I'm going to teach you how to make the time to learn English even if you have a full-time job, are studying, or have other responsibility, because consistency is key. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button so I know whether to make more just like it, and subscribe if you already haven't to get more free lessons like this next week. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.